Corey, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. This is Corey Coates with Podfly Productions. He's the one that's going to be helping me actually make this idea a reality, to share personal realizations along with interviews of people that I'm learning from along the way, people that are living in eco-friendly communities all across the world, along with other topics all across the board. And you guys have been helping out. So far, I've raised almost $700 towards the podcast production, which will be going to Corey, who's going to be charging about $100 an episode. And Corey was going to take the time out of his day to share with us a little bit about what exactly he's going to help me with, because he's going to be way better at explaining than I am. So thank you, Corey. I know I'm the last call of your day and you've had a really long day.
That's all right. I love talking to you. You're actually kind of the best way to end things, honestly.
Aw, that's very sweet. So what is this kind of process going to be like? Tell me and everyone that has kind of supported, well, not just kind of, they have supported so far. And I know I have a couple other friends that are going to be donating as well to bring you on board.
I think the spirit of our relationship here, Amy, is to have a little bit of oversight here on what you're doing with your project, what your narrative is going to be, and then helping you piece that together. The story that you're telling is not only your story to be told, but it's one that we both recognize is going to be unfolding. And there's a lot of value, just like as a good, a writer might have an editor on the other end who's going to proof their work and make suggestions about how this could be told better or differently. With audio, it's good to have a producer, and that's an individual who's going to guide you through this process. Not only the technical aspects of it, because they're considerable when you think about microphones and what you're recording with and how it's going to be edited and how it's going to be distributed. There's also something to be said for having another set of ears on your project, because I know when you're doing something as deep as you're doing, you kind of get lost in the weeds as you're doing it. And there's nothing more distinct than you have to also be responsible for what's going to happen in post-production after the fact. It really takes your focus away. You end up shifting your focus into your future anxieties and concerns, as opposed to just being present and trusting that my job today is to capture a moment, is to capture an idea, and then hand it over to a producer who's going to massage it and help me present it in a way to the listener that is going to be intelligible. So I think for you and I, in terms of this relationship, that's what Podfly is going to be doing, is I'm going to be kind of your eyes and ears and oversight through this thing to ensure that what you're doing is going to make sense to anyone but you. Because as we're doing our own content, it's the same thing. If we're writing our own blog post, it can become very journalistic-y, very diary-like, where all of the references and things we're talking about, the way we're laying it out, makes perfect sense to us. But to a passive casual reader who might come across this, it makes no sense to them whatsoever. So I think if nothing else, I'm going to try and keep things a little bit grounded and make sure that I bring some sanity to this in terms of delivering a product that anybody could come across, listen to, and follow along and get engaged in.
Awesome. I love that. Keep it grounded. I need that. So yay, teammate. Very exciting. Well, thanks again for taking time out of your day to chat. I look forward to working with you. I'll be getting your payment in the mail for September so we can get rolling, and I will keep everyone updated that's listening. Thanks again for believing in unified threads.